Most men won't say it out loud. Not to their doctor, not to their partner, sometimes not even to themselves, but quietly deep inside they feel something has shifted. The body moves just fine. You eat well, you sleep enough, but there's a growing space where vitality used to live, a missing rhythm, a fading alertness, especially down there. You tell yourself it's just aging, maybe stress, maybe sleep. But what if it's something simpler, something you've overlooked for years because it felt too basic to matter? Water. Yes, not a supplement, not a treatment, just water used the right way. As a penis surgeon, I've worked with thousands of men over 60, and often the turning point isn't medicine. It's recognizing how hydration supports blood flow, hormone balance, and daily confidence. Tufts University found that mild dehydration in older adults can reduce blood volume, raise stress hormones, and suppress testosterone rhythm. That means even a quiet lack of water can send the wrong signal to your system. If you've felt a quiet change lately, type yes in the comments, or subscribe to explore how simple habits may help restore what you thought was lost. By the time most men reach their 60s, something subtle begins to shift. It's not pain, it's not sickness, it's more like the body no longer answers the way it used to. And while many blame age, the real reason may start with dehydration, something so ordinary that no one stops to question it. Your body is made of over 60% water. Every organ, every hormone, every signal that flows through you depends on it. When water is missing even slightly, the brain switches into preservation mode. It cuts back on what it considers non-essential function. Unfortunately, one of the first systems affected is your hormonal rhythm, the quiet balance that controls your energy, your clarity, and yes, your vitality down there. What most men don't realize is that even a 1 to 2% drop in hydration can raise cortisol, the stress hormone that competes with testosterone. This isn't just a theory. A study from Tufts University showed that mild dehydration in older adults significantly reduced testosterone responsiveness, slowed blood flow, and increased feelings of fatigue and irritability. That means your body might still want to show up with energy, but it's running on dry signals. Your liver and kidneys, two key organs responsible for filtering hormones, also need water to function properly. Without it, toxins build up. Hormone balance gets interrupted. And small problems begin to pile up slowly. You start waking up tired. You feel distracted. You have less patience. And most of all, you start noticing changes in how your body reacts, especially in quiet moments down there. The most dangerous part is how easy it is to ignore. Dehydration doesn't knock on your door, it whispers. And most men dismiss it until something more serious shows up. But your body is already talking. That change, you're sensing slower mornings, missing reactions, fading energy, might just be a quiet call for hydration. Not just more water, but better hydration given the right way at the right time. This isn't about drinking a gallon a day. It's about respecting how your body absorbs water after 60. Your hormone system is not broken, but it may be running low on one of its most important fuels. And once that supply is restored, your rhythm, your presence may slowly return just as it used to. Most men think drinking water is simple. You feel thirsty, you drink, problem solved. But after 60, your body doesn't work the same way. It absorbs, reacts, and circulates differently. And that means how you drink water matters just as much as how much. This is where the quiet mistakes begin. Let's start with speed. Many older adults gulp down water in one go, especially after meals or during hot weather. But when you drink too quickly, your body can't fully absorb what it needs. Instead of helping your system, the water passes right through. Your digestive system is overwhelmed. Your bladder fills too fast, and none of it supports the places that need steady circulation like down there. Next is posture. Most men drink water while standing, walking, or multitasking. But your body absorbs fluids more efficiently when you're seated and relaxed. Sitting allows your nervous system to shift into a calm state, improving digestion and blood flow. And better blood flow means better delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the places you care most about, including the ones you've stopped talking about. Then there's temperature. Cold water may feel refreshing, but it can constrict your blood vessels. This slows digestion and makes your body work harder to return to balance. In contrast, warm or room temperature water is gentler on your stomach and improves nutrient absorption. That small shift makes a difference when your body is already adjusting to hormonal changes. Another overlooked habit is drinking large amounts of water right after meals. When your stomach is full of food chugging, water can dilute your digestive enzymes and slow the breakdown of nutrients. This affects your energy levels, your gut, and even your hormonal processing. Instead, wait about 30 minutes after eating before sipping again. This simple change can improve how your body handles the nutrition it needs to support long-term energy. Let's talk about fruits. Water-rich fruits like watermelon and oranges are great, but they already contain high levels of liquid. Drinking water immediately after eating them can interfere with natural digestion. It's better to allow these fruits to hydrate you first, then wait before adding more fluid. These timing details may seem small, but they shape how your body responds daily, especially down there. The truth is, these small drinking habits often go unnoticed. No one teaches you how to drink water correctly. And by the time you're older, you assume it's too late to make a difference. But that's not true. These changes aren't about drinking more. They're about helping your body receive what it already needs in a way that works for your age. If you've been feeling tired, dull, or disconnected from your old self, don't start with pills or drastic plans. Start here. Slow down. Sit down. Choose warm water. Give your system space to absorb and respond. When you do, blood flow improves, digestion smooths out, your liver and kidneys catch their rhythm, and most importantly, you may notice a quiet return of energy in places you thought were fading down there. If you're over 60 and want to support your circulation, energy, and hormone health, naturally start with water, but do it with intention. How and when you drink water can either help your body thrive or quietly slow it down. Let's walk through the best ways to use water as daily fuel for blood flow, digestion, and especially for vitality down there. First, drink slowly and consistently throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. Thirst is already a late sign of dehydration, especially in older adults. Start your morning with one small glass of warm water. Not cold, not iced, just warm. It signals your digestive system to wake up gently, encourages bowel movement, and begins hydrating your blood. Then continue sipping water in small amounts every 1 to 2 hours, giving your body time to absorb instead of flush it out. Second, sit while you drink. This isn't just about posture. Sitting down helps your body relax into what's called a parasympathetic state, the rest and digest mode. In this state, circulation improves, digestion activates, and the lower abdomen receives better blood flow. That includes the organs responsible for hormone production and performance down there. Drinking water while standing or rushing disrupts that balance. So slow down, sit down, let your system receive. Third, don't chug water before or after meals. Drinking large amounts during meals dilutes stomach acid, which slows down digestion and affects nutrient absorption. It also increases bloating, discomfort, and reduces how efficiently your liver processes hormones. Instead, drink your water 30 minutes before or after a meal. This allows your stomach to focus on food first, then hydration second. Your body needs both, but at the right times. Fourth time, your hydration around sleep. One common mistake is drinking too much water right before bed. This forces your kidneys to stay active through the night and increases nighttime bathroom trips. Interrupted sleep lowers testosterone production and affects recovery. Instead, taper your water intake after dinner. Make your last full glass at least 2 hours before bed. This protects your sleep, which in turn protects your hormone cycle. Fifth, eat your water. Yes, hydration doesn't only come from what you drink, it also comes from food. Add more high-water fruits and vegetables like cucumbers, berries, lettuce, or zucchini to your meals. These release water slowly and help maintain hydration through digestion. But remember, if you eat water-rich foods, avoid drinking water immediately afterward. Let your stomach focus on one hydration source at a time. That way, digestion stays smooth and circulation remains steady. Sixth, listen to your body, not a chart. Most guidelines say 2.5 to 3 liters per day is ideal, but your body isn't a formula. It's a conversation. Pay attention to your urine color. Light yellow means well, hydrated, dark yellow means drink more, and completely clear may suggest you're overdoing it. Overhydration can wash away electrolytes your body needs, especially if you're not eating well or moving regularly. Hydration should support you, not overwhelm you. Finally, hydrate with purpose. Every time you take a sip, know that you're not just quenching thirst. You're fueling your blood, easing your heart's work, and signaling your lower body to stay active and alert. You're not just drinking water. You're sending a message of care and stability to every system in your body, especially the one down there. You don't need fancy products or strict regimens. Just a glass of water taken the right way can begin restoring what time may have dulled. Make hydration your quiet ritual. Let it support your day, protect your sleep, and nourish the part of you that still wants to respond fully naturally and with strength. Most men wait too long to notice the signs. Dehydration doesn't shout, it whispers. It creeps in, slowly changing how your body feels without warning. But over time, those quiet shifts become harder to ignore. A dull headache, dry lips, a drop in energy, a sense that something inside isn't quite working like it used to, and often it starts showing up down there. One of the first signs your body isn't getting enough water is a change in urine color. If your urine is dark, yellow, or amber, your kidneys are concentrating waste because there's not enough fluid to flush it out. This can strain your filtration system and interfere with hormone regulation. A healthy hydration level usually shows up as pale yellow urine, not too dark, not completely clear. But beyond urine, your body sends signals in other ways. If you're waking up tired even after sleeping 7 or 8 hours or feeling mentally foggy during the day, those can be signs your cells are underhydrated. Dehydration also thickens your blood, making circulation sluggish. That means your heart works harder and the blood reaching your lower body becomes less efficient. In men over 60, that often results in a weaker connection between mind and body, especially in moments that matter down there. You might also notice dry skin, muscle cramps, or even mood swings. These aren't random symptoms. They're your body's quiet SOS. Because when water runs low, every system starts to conserve. It limits flow to the outer extremities and slows non-essential functions. Unfortunately for men, that includes the hormonal and reproductive systems. You're not broken. You're just not fully supported. The problem is that many older men assume these changes are permanent. They accept slower mornings, lost drive, and low energy as signs of aging. But aging doesn't mean giving up on performance or presence. It means listening more closely. And hydration is one of the simplest places to start. So if you felt off lately, less sharp, less steady, less responsive, don't ignore it. Your body could be sending the same message hundreds of other men have heard. And that message might simply be this: I need more water, not more pills, just more of the right fuel. Learning to notice these small shifts and respond early is one of the best things you can do for your long-term vitality. Before reaching for solutions outside of you, check if the answer might already be inside, waiting for a sip, a pause, and a bit of attention. A few years ago, I had a patient named Robert. He was 64, retired, and looked healthy on the outside. But quietly, he admitted something was off. He wasn't in pain, he wasn't sick, but he felt a slow disconnection from the part of himself that made him feel alive. He said, "Doc, I still do everything I used to, but something in me just feels..." At first, Robert assumed it was just aging. But when we looked at his lifestyle, there was one thing that stood out. He barely drank water, maybe 1 glass in the morning, coffee through the day, a few sips at dinner. That was it. His energy was low. He had trouble focusing. And yes, his body didn't respond the way it used to, especially down there. Instead of starting with pills or supplements, I asked him to make one change. Drink water intentionally, 1 glass upon waking, 1 every couple of hours. Sip slowly, sit while drinking, avoid water right before sleep. It felt silly to him at first. But he agreed to try. 2 weeks later, he came back. His eyes looked sharper, his mood lighter. He said, I wake up differently now. I feel like I'm present again. And honestly, I didn't think this part of me would come back, but it did. He tapped his chest and smiled. I didn't need to ask for details. It wasn't magic, it was hydration. Simple, steady hydration that gave his body the signal it had been missing all along. The message that said you're safe, you're supported, and it's okay to come back to life. You don't need a prescription to feel better. You don't need to chase complicated routines or expensive supplements. Sometimes your body is asking for something much simpler, a quiet signal that says you care. Water is not just about thirst. It's about blood flow. It's about hormone rhythm. It's about how you show up for yourself each day. When you drink water with awareness, you're not just hydrating. You're restoring trust. You're telling your heart, your liver, your hormones, and yes, even the part of you down there that you haven't given up, that you're still listening, still willing to support the system that's carried you all these years. If this message spoke to something inside you, leave a comment below. Say I'm starting today, not for me, not for anyone else, for you, for your rhythm, for your presence. And if you'd like more tips like this, simple, honest, and made for men over 60, subscribe and stay close. You're not broken. You're just waiting to be supported, one small habit at a time.